पृथ्वी मौर्य और आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे दो जबरदस्त आईपीओ जो आ रहे हैं 21 सितंबर को। फ्रेंड्स, हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया था आपसे हैप्पी स्पाइन के रिगार्डिंग, ओके, और जिसमें हम देख सकते हैं कि हमको जो रिटर्न मिला था फ्रेंड्स, वो फर्स्ट डे एट द लिस्टिंग टाइम वाले हमको 100% का रिटर्न मिला था। फ्रेंड्स, जो मेरी एक्सपेक्टेशन थी उससे काफी ज्यादा बेहतरीन परफॉर्म किया था हैप्पी स्पाइन का आईपीओ। पर फ्रेंड्स, अगर आप बेसिकली फंडामेंटली स्ट्रॉन्ग कंपनी की बात करें फ्रेंड्स, तो जो उनका आईपीओ आ रहा है वो अब आ रहा है फ्रेंड्स, क्योंकि अभी जो रूट ग्लोबल का आईपीओ गया, अपने हैप्पी स्पाइन का आईपीओ गया, वो बेसिकली कह सकते हैं फ्यूचरिस्टिक कंपनी है जिनका फाइनेंशियल अभी फाइनली इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है। पर अब जो आईपीओ है फ्रेंड्स, जिनका फ्यूचर भी ब्राइट है और जो उनका पास था वो भी ब्राइट था। ओके फ्रेंड्स, सो on 21st we are having two more IPO, that is Chemcon and Cams. Friends, you might be already confused that one more IPO is there on 21st September, that is Angel Broking. But friends, I want to say that no investor should go in that particular IPO friends, because that particular company's growth is not a growth, it is a degrowth in this particular company, because company is growing at negative rate of 20 to 50% rate. Okay, so angel broking will not be a good idea for any one of us. Okay, so without wasting time, let's have a discussion about Chemcon versus Cams IPO. Which IPO is the best? Okay. Okay, so first let's have a discussion regarding who is the promoter of this both company. Okay friends, and in each point I will be going to compare promoter, I can say the comparison of both the companies. Okay, so let's have a comparison regarding both the company's promoters. So friends, the promoter of Chemcon company is Naresh Goel. Okay, the company has been incorporated in 1988. Okay, and the company has been growing, is the Gujarat based company having this factory in Vadodara, basic factory in Vadodara, and other details I will going to share in the upcoming slides. And if I talk about the Cams IPO, so Cams main full form is Computer Asset Management Services. So friends, I can say the company is related to the digital company. Okay, the company is a management company for the mutual fund companies. Okay, and whose promoter is NSE basically, and the NSE is holding almost around 37% share in this particular company. Okay, so if we take a broader look of the company, so Chemcon is engaged in specialty chemicals. Okay, and if I talk about the Cams is basically engaged in backend service provider for mutual fund companies. So what type of services does this particular company provide? That I will going to share you later. Okay, so this is all about the business that this particular both of the companies are doing. So let's have a discussion regarding first of all Chemcon. What the Chemcon is doing, friends. Okay, so if we take over the look over the Chemcons, let me take a higher term, friends. Okay, so if I talk about the issue size, so issue size is almost around 380 crore rupees, and the fresh issue is almost around 165 crore, and offer for sale is almost around 153 crores. Okay, and face value is almost around 10 equity per share. And if I talk about the IPO's price, it is almost about 338 to 340 rupees per share, and for applying for the one lot to apply for the 44 share for taking a one lot of a share. If I talk about the Cams, so in which everything is for offer for sale, everything, it means the IPOs is almost around 2244 crores. And if I talk about the fresh issue, the company is not taking any fresh issue, the company is selling for everything, means promoter of the companies are selling everything to the public. Okay, it means it is, I can say at the first look, it is not a good idea for the company. Okay, which shows the inefficiency of the company. Okay, so this was all about the basic idea of IPO. Okay, so let's have a discussion regarding the business that the company is doing. Okay, so company's business is almost around the manufacturing of oil-filled chemicals. Okay, and the company is producing the calcium bromide, sodium bromide, zinc bromide, and pharma intermediates, salins, and chemicals. Okay, so it's a leading manufacturer of pharmaceutical chemicals and generate maximum revenue from particular segment. Okay, and who are the basically clients of this particular company? So Headroad Labs are basically the clients of the company, Chemcon company. Lawrence Labs are the major clients of this particular company. Aurobindo Pharma, Landtech Pharmaceuticals, Macloids Pharma Limited, and if I talk about the business, but the company is also engaged in overseas business. So yes friends, the company is also engaged exporting its products to the USA, China, Japan, UAE, Serbia, Russia, Malaysia and Azerbaijan. And manufacturing plant is at Vadodara in Gujarat, and it is having a 5 operational plants, 3 warehouses and 2 leased warehouses in Gujarat only. Okay friends, so I can see the Chemcon company is engaged in headquartered in Gujarat, producing for domestic companies as well as for the overseas company. So this is the major advantage, and I can say the companies have a diversified businesses for the production of chemicals. And I can say this particular companies, I can say one of the chemicals, that is calcium bromide, is manufactured only and only by the Chemcon Limited. Okay, so this is the competitive advantage that the Chemcon company is having, and especially as a name suggests, the Chemcon is a specialty chemical. Chemcon is a specialty chemical company. It means companies having a special chemical production which is not done by anyone. So this is the, I can say, the type of monopoly business that the company is doing. Okay, and if I talk about the Cams business friends, so Cams business is having a 69.4% share in the mutual fund aggregate. Okay, the companies, there are still many more competitors on this particular company of Cam, but the company is having a 70% market share in the whole mutual fund industry. Okay, in terms of providing the backend services. Okay, and if I talk about the technology based services, so Chemcon currently provide technology based services including dividend processing, transaction processing, interface payment, transaction execution, dividend processing, intermediary empanelment, report generation, investor interface, settlement, reconciliation, compliance matters and brokers competition. फ्रेंड्स अगर आपने कभी भी देखा होगा, आपको जो म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनी से जो ब्रोकरेज के अमाउंट आता है कि आपका इतना ब्रोकरेज हुआ, आपका म्यूचुअल फंड का आपका एक्स्ट्रा एक्सपेंस रेशियो इतना हुआ, आपका जो आपने जो ट्रेड किया आपकी वैल्यू कितनी है, आपका जो डिविडेंड है, सपोज किसी कंपनी ने डिविडेंड, सब रिलायंस से डिविडेंड इशू किया फॉर देयर शेयर होल्डर्स, तो जो कंपनीज है कैम्स नाम की, वो शेयर होल्डर्स को जो अमाउंट देते हैं, तो जो प्लेटफॉर्म पे सेट होता है कि कंपनी ने पैसे दे दिए, तो कंपनी पैसा देगी मेजरली टू द सोर्सेज ऑफ कैम्स, तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ अमाउंट होता है वो कैम्स की टेक्नोलॉजी करती है, जो एज जो स्मॉल शेयर होल्डर्स होते हैं उनको डिविडेंड की अमाउंट पे करते हैं फ्रेंड्स यहाँ से. ओके, सो कंपनी का काम जस्ट इतना ही नहीं है फ्रेंड्स, कंपनी का काम है आई कैन से सर्विस बिजनेसेस प्रोवाइडिंग द सर्विसेज टू द इंश्योरेंस बिजनेस सर्विसेज, alternative fund services businesses, banking, non-banking, KYC registration agency services and software solution businesses. Okay, and the company is operating in 25 states and 278 service centers and 5 union territories friends. So friends, if I just compare both the businesses, so if I talk about the Chemcon is having a monopoly type of business, but Cams is having a huge market share in the mutual fund industry, but Chemcon company is not having a huge market share in the specialty industry because it is type of small cap company. Okay, Chemcon is a small cap company and it is not having that much amount of market share in the company as compared to the Cams, because in Chemcon, if I talk about the specialty industry of chemical, many companies like Grocery Biotech are also there, which has been recently listed. Okay, Atul Industries are there, and various 4 to 5 chemical companies are there, which is having a huge number of share. I can say the market share in the company, I can say in the specialty industry, but Chemcon is a small part of the industry which is having a specialty chemical with them. Okay, so both of them are having the advantages as well as disadvantages. Okay, so we have already discussed. Okay, so who are the major clients of this company? So if I talk about about Chemcon company, so companies having dealing with Laurus Labs, Aurobindo Pharma and various other chemical industry. And if I talk about the Cams, so HDFC mutual fund are the major clients, and ICICI mutual funds are also the major clients of Cams. Okay, so let's have a discussion regarding the scope of respective industry friends. What is the future scope of this industry? Whether the industry will last forever or will just shut down in near about 4 to 5 years, friends. Friends, it is not possible to depict any scope of any particular industry, friends, but let's have an idea regarding with the various research that have been done by various scientists or the researchers, or I can say the financial researcher. Okay, So if I talk about the specialty chemicals market, friends, so as per the AMR report, that is Allied Markets report, the compounded annual growth of the specialty industry will be almost around 5%, friends. Okay, but by looking this, friends, 5%, you might be surprised that 5% is very less, friends. Okay, but if you talk about this particular company is growing at the rate of 30 to 40%, friends. That I will be going to discuss later, that how this company is growing, how fast this company is growing. Okay, but as a basic idea, the companies will be continuously growing with the market share of 5% of compound annual growth rate. And if I talk about the Indian mutual fund industry, friends, how mutual fund industry is set to the CAMS, computer asset management services, friends, because whole business is dependent upon mutual fund industry, friends. If mutual fund industry will go up directly or indirectly, the business of CAMS will also go up. So if mutual fund industry's business grow, I definitely there will be profitability in the, I can say, in the business of CAMS. Okay, so if we take a look over the last 12 years chart, so mutual fund industry will be growing with the I can say at the average rate of 20% per annum. Okay, and if we take a look towards our society, so majorly everyone is planning to invest in mutual funds. Okay, because they always everyone have to have a good optimum amount of return from the stock market. Okay, so mutual fund will be the key factor for this particular company. If mutual fund companies goes down, close their businesses, because many of the people take out the money from the mutual fund companies. So if mutual fund industry gets affected, this particular company will also get affected. So this is a risk criteria that I can say about the CAMS IPO. But as such about Chemcon IPO, I cannot see any of the risk, but there will be this any type of operational risk existing in Chemcon. But industry related risk is not there in the Chemcon IPO. Okay, so if we talk about the market share in the respective industry, friends, I am not having a relevant data regarding the Chemcon, it is specialty industry, but I am having a market share idea regarding the CAMS, friends. So if we take the about the CAMS market share industry, so companies having a 69% that I already discussed with you. But if you take a look, who are the various other competitors? Carvi are the competitors, Sundaram are also competitors, Franklin and Templeton are also other competitors of CAMS IPO, means CAMS company. Okay, but if we take a look over the monopoly type of business, so CAMS is always standing at the top position, and the company is growing by almost around 10 to I can say 5 to 10% compounded annual growth rate. So this is a good sign for the company, and the company is at the monopoly stage of this particular industry. Okay, so market share is very good, and this is the key positive thing for this particular IPO. Okay, friends, this is a very good important point that I want to convey to you. Okay, after seeing this data, you will be very shocked about this particular company's IPO, friends. Okay, friends. So let's have a discussion regarding the Chemcon IPO. What is its financial? So if you just have a look over the financial of the assets, the company is having a 462 crore rupees asset in 2017. In the next year, 97 crore. Another year, 173 crore. Another next year is almost around 225 crore asset. That doesn't matter. Let's have a look over the sales growth. So in the first year, company is having a growth rate of I can say sales growth of almost around 20%. Next year it goes about 69%, and in the next year it goes by 89%, friends. And if we just do the average of 4 years sales growth, so average growth of sales is almost around say 52%. Okay, 52% is a very good, I guess, very optimum growth rate. Okay, and if I talk about the profit growth rate, the company was having a profit of almost around 2 crore rupees in year 2017, which is almost around 48 crore rupees in the near about down the line of 4 years, and the profit CAGR is almost around 305%. So this is a very big criteria about this particular IPO that I can say, and this is the huge multi-bagger stock that I can see in the upcoming future, friends. If you are not getting this particular IPO, just apply after when the share is at any other amount of premium, and just take this particular stock for a long term. Okay, but if we talk about the CAMS IPO, so company's sales growth is almost around 4%, and profit growth is almost around 10%. Okay, so what things this particular both of the companies are making. Friends, Chemcon specialty industry is a type of industry where profitability is always at a high peak. Okay, and in the service industry, the competition is very high. Okay, competition is very high in case of special service industry, and in the manufacturing industry, competition is very less. So this particular difference that we can see is all because of the type of businesses that they are doing. Chemcon is engaged in manufacturing, Cams is engaged in service industry, and as there are many competitors. Okay, so because of that, companies Cams growth is very less as compared to the Chemcon IPO, friends. But friends, if you want to have a secure investment, friends, if you want to have a secure investment, then you can go for Cams. But if you want to have a higher amount of take a higher amount of risk, then you can go for Chemcon industry, friends, because Cams is a Cams. Computer Asset Management Services is a big company, okay, and Chemcon is a small company. So friends, always, as per the many researchers, it's always says that the risk is always there in small company, and in the big company the risk is very less because the company has grown like a big bull, and in which the chances of frauds are also very less. But Chemcon, has no doubt the company is having a good amount of growth rate, but chances of fraud, anything can be happen in this particular company, and it can lead to the dilution of your investment also, friend. So if you want to have a secure investment, then you can go for Cams IPO. But anyone, if you want to have a good amount of risk gain and good amount of return, they are coming 4 to 5 years, so you can definitely go for the Chemcon IPO, friends. So this was all about the financial. So let's have a look what the objective of an IPO, friends. Because friends, IPO का जो मेन रीजन होता है वही बताता है कंपनी क्या करना क्या चाहती है, फ्रेंड्स. आईपीओ लाने का पर्पस क्या है, अगर हमको पता चल जाएगा फ्रेंड्स, हमको पता चल जाएगा कि आईपीओ लाने का पर्पस क्या था, फ्रेंड्स. क्योंकि हम पर्पस पता नहीं चलेगा तो हमको फालतू में पैसे उड़ाने का कोई मतलब नहीं, फ्रेंड्स. क्योंकि फाइनली जो बिजनेस जो हमारे पैसे होंगे, फ्रेंड्स, वो किसी ना किसी के पास जाने वाले, फ्रेंड्स. ओके, बेसिकली बात करते हैं ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ Chemcon. तो Chemcon का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? So from purpose to utilize the net proceeds from the IPO towards below objective: to meet capital expenditure for expansion of manufacturing facility. Second, to meet business working capital requirements, and third, to meet general corporate purposes. Friends, IPO का मेन रीजन, IPO का जो इनिशियल बैकग्राउंड था, फ्रेंड्स, वो इसी के ऊपर था, फ्रेंड्स, कि लोगों से कंपनी लोगों से पैसा लेती थी और एक्सपांड करती थी, फ्रेंड्स. पर आजकल मार्केट ट्रेंड ऐसा बन गया है कि प्रमोटर अपने हिस्सेदारी बेच देते हैं और इतने क्या कहते हैं, फ्रेंड्स, इतने प्रोपोर्शन में बेच देते हैं और सब कुछ अपना एक कहते हैं कि अपने हल्के डाल के सब कुछ बेच बात के निकल जाती है, फ्रेंड्स. उस टाइप की कंपनी होती है, फ्रेंड्स. पर ये कंपनी का जो मेजर प्लान है भागने का नहीं, फ्रेंड्स. एक्सपांशन क्या है, अपने कैपिटल को स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है, तो वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट उसको भी स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है, फ्रेंड्स. ओके, बट अगर हम बात करते हैं कैम्स के रिगार्डिंग, फ्रेंड्स, कंपनी ने पूरा जो है 2200 करोड़ का वो पूरा ऑफर को सेल कर दिया. मींस प्रमोटर ने अपने पूरा होल्डिंग था वो बेचने की तैयारी कर ली. ऐसा तो नहीं चलता, फ्रेंड्स, कि प्रमोटर के पास पैसे ना हो, वो भी इतनी सारी डिमांड, फ्रेंड्स. तो इट मींस प्रमोटर को इस बिजनेस से निकलना है, प्रमोटर इस बिजनेस से निकलना है कि हम लोग अपने पैसे डाल देंगे, फ्रेंड्स, ले जाइए, फ्रेंड्स, मजे करिए. तो प्रमोटर्स को ऐसे पैसे नहीं देने चाहिए, फ्रेंड्स. अगर कोई भी पैसे हम देते हैं तो एक्सपांशन पे होने चाहिए और पर्पसफुली और फ्रूटफुली यूटिलाइज होने चाहिए, फ्रेंड्स. बट अगर हम बात करते हैं कैम्स के रिगार्डिंग, तो कैम्स में फ्रूटफुली यूटिलाइज का कोई भी जरिया आपको दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. और कंपनी का जो प्रमोटर है वो अपना सारा स्टेक बेच के निकल जा रहा है. ओके, ये तो बात होगी हथियार डाल के भाग जाना. अगर हम Chemcon की बात करें, वो आगे प्रोग्रेस की तरफ ध्यान दे रहे हैं, फ्रेंड्स. तो Chemcon IPO एज फॉर द फ्यूचर इज वेरी गुड, बट एज फॉर रिगार्डिंग कैम्स के तरफ प्रमोटर ने पहले ऑब्जेक्टिव में ऐसा डाल दिया है कि हमें कुछ नहीं करना, हमको फ्रेश पैसे की जरूरत ही नहीं, हमें हमारा स्टेक बेच के निकल जाना, फ्रेंड्स. यही इनका मेन पर्पस है कैम्स का. तो फ्रेंड्स, आप समझ सकते हैं क्योंकि समझदार को इशारा काफी होता है. ओके, सो व्हाट इज माय आउटलुक टुवर्ड्स दिस पर्टिकुलर IPO, फ्रेंड्स. सो पॉजिटिव फॉर बोथ IPO फॉर शॉर्ट टर्म. दोनों में फ्रेंड्स चांसेस है, ह्यूज चांसेस आते हैं कि आपको दोनों में लिस्टिंग गेन्स मिलेगी और 100% मिलेगी. इस पर तो मुझे लग रहा है कि हाइपेस्ट वाला जो IPO था वो इतना भी एक्टिव नहीं था, बट जो पार्टिसिपेशन हमको देखने को मिला था इन्वेस्टर का वो काफी ज्यादा था, फ्रेंड्स. इसीलिए दोनों में लिस्टिंग गेन मिलने के चांसेस है. ओके, एंड Chemcon फॉर द लॉन्ग टर्म, फ्रेंड्स. ओके, Chemcon का लॉन्ग टर्म अगर आपको शेयर नहीं भी नहीं मिलता, फ्रेंड्स, तो भी आप शेयर को खरीद लीजिए महंगे भाव में फ्रेंड्स, क्योंकि कैमकॉन का जो शेयर है वो काफी बढ़ने वाला है, उसकी गारंटी मैं भी आपको दे सकता हूँ, क्योंकि कंपनी का जो स्टॉक का जो ग्रोथ है, कंपनी का जो ग्रोथ है काफी स्पीड से बढ़ा है, और इन द अपकमिंग टाइम फ्रेंड्स और तेजी से बढ़ने के चांसेस है, क्योंकि कंपनी जिस इंडस्ट्री में काम करे फ्रेंड्स वो काफी अलग है और काफी स्पेशल। ओके, दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट द टुडेस डिस्कशन फ्रेंड्स। ओके, बाय बाय।